the unlicensed pharmacist. This guy's about to go to prison because his fries were cold. But before McDonald's ever entered the picture, he was already in way over his head. Meet Antoine. He's 20 years old, living in Georgia, and what you might call an unlicensed pharmacist. The man's been selling Zaza like it's a side hustle. One day in 2018, Antoine gets a text. Some goons in town want to buy a little product. He's like, all right, pull up. A car rolls up to this apartment complex. 3 people inside. 2 guys hop out to meet Antoine. The third, a woman waiting in the car. We'll call her girlfriend because, yeah, she's one of theirs. So they start talking business. But something's off. Voices rise. Price dispute? Who knows? Suddenly, pistols out. The goons try to rob Antoine. He's not having it. He draws his pistol and blam blam. Shots fired both ways. And while Antoine's fighting for his life, a bullet flies through the car window, straight toward girlfriend. The buyers weren't here to buy. They were here to rob. Antoine's standing there, face to face with 2 goons, guns out, shouting back and forth. And then, blam, everything erupts. Antoine fires. They fire back, bullets flying, glass shattering, yars chaos. Meanwhile, girlfriend is still sitting in the car. 1 stray bullet right through the window. She's hit, instantly unalive. The 2 goons see what happens. Maybe they panic, maybe they just want out. And they bolt. They jump back in their car and speed off, leaving Antoine standing there, heart pounding. He looks over, sees girlfriend motionless inside the car, and that's when it hits him. The police are going to blame him for this, so he panics. He grabs the keys, he drives the car, with her still inside, 13 miles away, pulls into an empty parking lot, and sets the whole thing on fire. He thinks he just covered his tracks, but this fire, it's about to burn his entire life down. Antoine torched the evidence, but not the witnesses. The shootout happened right in front of an apartment complex. People saw everything, and it doesn't take long for police to get a tip. Antoine and 2 other guys, all connected. Within weeks, cops track down both goons. They turn themselves in, but Antoine, nah, he's not the turn yourself in type. He packs up and runs, leaves Georgia entirely. Ends up all the way in Wisconsin. For 6 months, he keeps his head down. Then bam, U.S. Marshals find him, arrest him, and drag him in. But it's not over. He spends a few years locked up, then finally gets out on bond, waiting for trial. But when court day comes, he just doesn't show. Gone again. Now he's a wanted man, living somewhere out there, on the run. And you won't believe what finally brings him down. It's 2022. Antoine's been hiding for years. And after everything, shootouts, fires, and manhunts, what gets him caught are cold McDonald's fries. Antoine and his fiancée walk into a McDonald's in Georgia, trying to stay low-key. They order, they wait, and wait. Finally, he walks up to the counter, and there it is. His food's been sitting there the whole time. Fries? Ice cold. He asks for a new batch. The owner's like, nope, refund only. Antoine's like, I don't want a refund, I want hot fries. Voices rise. Fries get thrown, drinks get tossed, everyone's pissed. The owner calls the police. Antoine, a man with an active warrant, also calls the police. Because apparently, this is the hill he's dying on. And when officers show up, Antoine has no idea he's seconds away from losing everything. The cops arrive. Antoine plays it cool, at first. He tells them his fries were cold. The owner says Antoine threw food. The cops decide it's no big deal, just a criminal trespass form. A piece of paper saying he can't come back. But while one officer is chatting him up, another runs his name through the system. And boom, warrant, suspended license, fugitive status, everything. The officer keeps his poker face. He pretends he's just filling out that trespass form. Backup quietly rolls up. Hey man, can you come over here and sign this for me? Antoine freezes. He can feel it. No, I'm afraid of y'all, he says. Too late. They grab him. Taser hits. Bam. Down goes Antoine. Arrested, all because of cold fries. After that, he basically disappears from public record. Maybe he finally went down for that 2018 shooting. Maybe not. But one thing's for sure. Antoine didn't crash out over the streets. He crashed out over McDonald's French fries. From TikTok dream to life sentence. This wannabe TikToker just got sentenced to life in prison. His name's Mohammed, 26 years old, working as a delivery driver for a kebab shop in London. He's goofy online, making random dance videos, pulling faces, pretending he's living the dream. But behind the phone screen, he's about to make one of the darkest moves imaginable. If this story's got you hooked, hit that like button and comment the moment that left your jaw on the floor. One day in 2021, Mohammed meets Louise, a 71-year-old businesswoman who eats at the kebab restaurant a lot. She's wealthy, friendly, and soon becomes close with Mohammed and his coworker, Al-Jandi, a 23-year-old cook who's always scheming. Then, they learn Louise owns properties worth over $6 million, and she's planning to sell them to give the money to her kids. That's when Mohammed and Al-Jandi see their jackpot, and start planning something horrifying. They don't just want her money, they want everything. So here's where the scam begins. Al-Jandi starts pretending he's a wealthy real estate developer, a high-ranking property mogul, who just happens to cook kebabs on the side. He tells Louise he's got a rich girlfriend who wants to buy her homes for way above market price, and he'll even make sure she avoids taxes. Louise is skeptical, but somehow she trusts him. Even when her family warns her it sounds shady, she believes every word. Soon, Aljandi convinces her to transfer her properties into his name first. He says it's just for the deal paperwork. Multiple lawyers warn him the plan is a scam. They refuse to draft the documents. But eventually, he finds one willing to do it. Then, he gets the keys to one of Louise's homes and immediately lets Mohammed move in. Mohammed starts posting TikToks from inside her property, acting like he owns it. But their business deal is about to turn into something far worse than fraud. A few weeks later, the plan goes dark. Aljandi tells Louise it's time to finalize the deal. A lawyer and his rich girlfriend will meet her at one of the properties. But when Louise shows up, there's no lawyer, no buyer, just Mohammed and their friend Maria. They chat for a bit. Then Aljandi leaves with Maria pretending to buy her jewelry, building his alibi. Inside the house, Mohammed waits for his chance. When Louise isn't looking, he grabs a hairdryer cord and starts strangling her. She fights, but he's stronger. Moments later, she's gone, and what they do next is even more disturbing. After the murder, Mohammed calls Aljandi back to the scene. Together, they grab cleaning supplies from the kebab shop. Cameras catch them on security footage outside the restaurant that night. They wrap Louise's body in a duvet, dump it in a garbage bin, and cover it with leaves and grass. Then, they grab her phone, texting her family that she's gone to China. But the messages sound nothing like her. Her family immediately knows something's wrong. Meanwhile, Mohammed sells her BMW online for way under market value. He takes the cash, buys new clothes, and makes more TikToks showing them off. Some were filmed inside the victim's home after the murder, but soon, those same videos would become the evidence that exposed them. Days later, police start searching for Louise. They find out Mohammed has been secretly living in her house, and when they search it, they find a sweatshirt with blood on it. DNA confirms it's hers. Combine that with Mohammed's TikToks filmed outside her home, and he's their prime suspect. Then, police raid Aljandi's house and find the garbage bin where they hid Louise's body. Even worse, the day after the murder, Mohammed had joked to Maria, "I can't believe we really did that." She told the police everything. Both men are arrested, tried, and sentenced to life in prison. From wannabe influencer to convicted killer, Mohammed's TikTok fame finally went viral. Fame to fatality. The tragic fall of fake Barbie. They called her Fake Barbie, a 24-year-old mom from Bristol who turned to OnlyFans to build a better life. At first, it worked. She made over 60 grand in her first year. But fame fades fast. The money slowed down, the stress ramped up, and then there was Brad, her longtime boyfriend, father of her 3 kids, supportive, loyal, even helped her film content. But behind the posts, they were chaos, cheating, screaming, violence. Everyone around them saw it coming, because she didn't hide it. On TikTok, she'd joke about stabbing him, and in one voicemail she said, "I know I could kill him, or I'll end up in prison." Turns out, both would almost be true. By 2022, fake Barbie and Brad's relationship is in ruins. They fight, cheat, break up, get back together. It's toxic and violent. She stabbed him before, once in the arm, once in the leg, and somehow, they still stay together. Maybe for the kids, maybe out of habit. But Brad's had enough. One day, he meets her at a park and ends it. Tells her, "I don't want to be with you anymore." And weirdly, she stays calm. No screaming, no knife, no meltdown. Just, all right. Her calmness should have been a warning, because that night, everything would come crashing down. That same night, fake Barbie and Brad make plans to meet friends at a local bar. She shows up first, with their 3 kids, starts drinking, hard, wine, cocktails, even cocaine in the restroom. By the time Brad arrives, she's gone, drunk, furious. She accuses him of cheating, throws her drink in his face and starts swinging, in front of everyone. Her friends try to stop her, she spits on them. A stranger steps in, she slaps him too. It's chaos. Finally, they all leave. But as their friend drives them home, Brad says quietly, "I'm dead when I get home." He wasn't wrong. Back at the apartment, they put their kids to bed. Then, the screaming starts again. She's furious, says he didn't defend her at the bar, pushes him. He pushes back. She storms into the kitchen, grabs a knife. And when she comes back, she's waving it, threatening him. One move, 1 second of rage, and she plunges it straight into his chest. Silence, then panic. Her 3-year-old is standing on the stairs, watching everything. She screams for help, but it's too late. Brad dies at the hospital. And fake Barbie? She lies, says he stabbed himself, but her son tells the truth. Mommy stabbed Daddy. And just like that, her story's over. Police don't buy her story. The evidence is clear. Brad is dead. And the killer called herself Fake Barbie. In court, she tries everything. Tears, excuses, denial. But the jury sees through it. Guilty. Life in prison. The girl who once sold an image of perfection online, now just another number in a cell. Her story isn't about fame or money or jealousy. It's about what happens when rage replaces reason, and when the mask finally slips. Fight for Innocence, Benjamin Spencer's story. Picture this, you're 22 years old. You've got a wife who's pregnant, a job, a future. Then one night, it all disappears. Because a man is murdered on a quiet Dallas street, and they say you did it. The man's name is Benjamin Spencer, and he swears he's innocent. The only evidence, Someone thought they saw his face running from the scene. No fingerprints, no DNA, no murder weapon. Just a shaky witness saying it looked like him. Still, within months, Benjamin's life is over. Convicted of a murder he didn't commit. 35 years in prison, and that was only the beginning of the nightmare. Benjamin thought the truth would come out. But the truth, in this case, didn't matter. The star witness, the one who claimed she saw him, had lied. She'd been paid a reward. That should have set him free. Instead, it only bought him a second trial. The state offered a deal, plead guilty, serve 5 years, and go home. But why would an innocent man confess to murder? Benjamin refused, and for that, the prosecution went for life. Same story, same false witness. And once again, the jury convicted him. This time, the lie became permanent. Years passed. His child grew up without him. But Benjamin never stopped fighting. He reached out to a group called Centurion Ministries, a team that investigates wrongful convictions. They dug deep, over 100 interviews, decades of files, and what they found was damning. The witnesses who once swore they saw him. 2 backed down. Only one woman held firm, the one who lived across from the alley where the body was dumped. She swore she saw Benjamin's face that night, but a forensic scientist proved the impossible. From her window, 93 feet away, she couldn't have seen anyone's face at all. It was physically impossible. Finally, after 20 years, a Dallas judge said enough is enough. Benjamin deserved a new trial. But what happened next defied logic. Benjamin thought he was finally going home. The judge agreed. If the new evidence had been shown in court, he likely never would have been convicted. But there was one problem. He didn't have new DNA evidence, no CCTV, no lab test, just human testimony and logic. And in the American justice system, that wasn't enough. In 2011, the ruling came down. No new trial. The same judge who admitted Benjamin was likely innocent also ruled he'd stay in prison, because likely innocent isn't the same as proven innocent. And so Benjamin waited, again. A free man on paper, trapped behind bars in reality. Decades have passed. The witnesses have grown old, some gone. One admits she never saw him clearly. Another says police pressured him to name Benjamin. A jailhouse informant recants his testimony and walks free after serving only a year of his own sentence. Meanwhile, Benjamin sits in his cell, 50 years old now, wearing glasses, waiting for a system that forgot him. One new witness says she's 1,000% sure the man she saw wasn't Benjamin. Another says he knows who really did it. But still, nothing changes. A man declared likely innocent rots away, caught in the web of a justice system built to convict, not to correct. He once said in an interview, "I'm still hopeful, but it's like I'm stuck in a system." And that's exactly what he is. That's all the stories for today. Which one stuck with you the most? Did you see the ending coming? Or did it catch you off guard? If you enjoyed these insane true crime stories, don't forget to like the video and share your thoughts in the comments. We'll see you in the next one.